latest on the Antonio Brown helmet situation. Over the weekend, he lost his second grievance to try and wear his old helmet. But now his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, says some helmet companies have offered to make him a custom helmet and will pay AB to wear that custom helmet. So business could possibly be booming once again. Let's go live to Raiders headquarters right now. MJ Acosta is standing by. MJ, how is Antonio Brown adjusting to life after the helmet issue?
Well, as far as the Raiders are concerned, this helmet grievance is a thing of the past. Antonio Brown was ready for practice today with a helmet, pads, and that new signature workout drink, a.k.a. Drip Drop, on hand. Now, during the warm-up portion of open practice, all cameras were, of course, focused on AB. But at one point, Antonio actually mentioned and signaled the media group to go ahead and shoot the rest of the team instead. And speaking of the rest of the team, defensive tackle Corey Liuget is getting integrated with his new squad. Now, Liuget is very familiar with the Raiders. He spent the last 8 seasons battling in this divisional rivalry as part of the Chargers. But Liuget knows the experience that he brings to this young defensive group. He spoke to me specifically about working hand in hand with 4th overall pick Clelin Ferrell on what he can do to maximize his power off the edge. And one very real example that Liuget plans to use is his former teammate Joey Bosa. Obviously an excellent defensive end for Ferrell to study as he looks to get after opposing quarterbacks this season.
MJ Acosta with the latest on the Raiders. Time to get this party started. They play 2 weeks from tonight on Monday Night Football. All right, speaking of star wide receivers who are now on new teams back on the practice field, Odell Beckham Jr. back to doing team drills today. First time on the practice field doing teamwork for the first time in 3 weeks. OBJ's been dealing with a hip injury. He's been doing mostly individual work on the side instead of full 11-on-11. So we asked you guys, after we just heard about Antonio Brown, who we know has taken 0 snaps in the preseason, OBJ, 0 snaps in the preseason, Derek Carr, Antonio Brown, Baker Mayfield, OBJ.
Oh, wow.
Which duo is going to be ready to go in week 1?
First of all, let's flip a card because neither one of these guys have taken a snap like you just mentioned.
Yeah.
But you said OBJ was gone for how long? 3 weeks without anything?
Without anything.
And if you look at the history with AB and Derek Carr, they've played together in Pro Bowls. They had a whole offseason together where they were throwing and catching, talking about how much they love each other. And I think when you talk about Antonio Brown having a helmet issue, it has nothing to do with his routes and all those other different things. It was his feet. He's one of the hardest working guys to ever play the sport. He will be ready. And I think because of the playbook that Gruden already said he has all these specialty plays for him, that man right there on the screen, I think it'll be that duo.
Okay, 1 vote for AB.
Hey, I'm with Willie, man. When you think about how Coach Gruden is going to use AB in this offense and just how he is the focal point of that offense. Obviously, they have other guys that they can get the ball to, but for the most part, he is going to be that guy. And so, I think it's going to be AB and Derek Carr.
Yeah, you think?
I think it's going to be AB and Derek Carr.
I'm going the other way. Okay, we're talking about in Cleveland, right? They've got all these other options, right?
A lot of weapons.
Okay, so you can't double team Odell Beckham every single play. Look,
Steve,
the Broncos can double team AB all the time.
I played against OBJ. You best believe they gonna double him. Now, if you said Jarvis Landry, maybe. Okay, Jarvis Landry, maybe. But OBJ, they gonna know where he is all the time, Steve.
Okay,
trust me.
Okay, now guess who the Raiders are playing Week 1? Denver Broncos. Vic Fangio and that defense, that defensive line, they're gonna be all over Derek Carr. You got Chubb, you got Wolf, you got Von Miller. Okay, Baker.
Ball comes out
for years. He's had to deal with that. For years, AB's had to deal with that, and he's found a way.
He's found a way. Okay, I'm just saying, Odell's found ways too now.
You're right. You're right.
He's got Baker in his offense.
As we register our opinions here, it's not like you guys are saying that OBJ is not going to be any good in week 1. You just expect more out of AB in terms of
because they've been together long. I think
I just expect more targets.
AB loves to come out the chute, gentlemen. In his career, 4 100-plus yard games in week 1 of a National Football League season.
Is that it? It's a wrap.
Right now in this